Welcome to the Pure Performance Cafe. May I take your order?
Yes, I would like a shot of Pure Performance, please.
Coming right up.
Welcome to another episode of Pure Performance Cafe. I'm still in Linz, Austria now. It's another day because yesterday I recorded a couple of sessions. Now it's not bright sunshine, but at least there's light out. And today I'm here with Alois Mayr. One of our Alois is in the office. Hi, Alois.
Hi, Andy. Hi, folks.
Hi. So, Alois, maybe you want to introduce yourself a little bit. What do you do? What are your main topics you're interested in? And then we want to dig into CloudFoundry in particular, because I think this is one of your major topics. But maybe introduce yourself, who you are.
Yeah, right. So, Alois, my name is Alois. I'm working in the Dynatrace Innovation Lab and technology lead for container technologies, including CloudFoundry. And yeah, I'm working with customers and then early access partners on bringing monitoring to such platforms like CloudFoundry.
CloudFoundry, cool. So CloudFoundry, as far as I know, is an open source platform, very successful platform as a service offering.
Yes, right. So CloudFoundry basically is a platform that allows you to push applications on the platform, and the platform will take care of everything else, like load balancing, scaling applications, running applications, doing health checks. So it's a really easy and convenient way for developers to run the applications in new platforms.
Mm-hmm. And the technologies that are supported, can I write only Java apps? Can I write PHP, Node?
So basically you're not limited to any technology in there. So usually it started out as platform for Linux only, but nowadays it's also available for Windows, so you can run native .NET applications on Windows boxes. So it really allows you to run everything. So like Java, Go, PHP, Node.js, cool. Python, Ruby, like everything you really want to run. Cool. So you're not really limited in anything.
Yeah, I remember I was at a meetup in Chicago. It was hosted by Pivotal Labs actually, which is, as I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, kind of one of the commercial offerings on top of the CloudFoundry platform.
Yeah, so Pivotal has a great history with CloudFoundry at all, because initially CloudFoundry was, invented by a joint venture of EMC, VMware, and Pivotal. And Pivotal is like the core contributor to CloudFoundry at all. As you have mentioned, CloudFoundry is a fully open source platform as a service, and the most contribution come from Pivotal engineers. And so everyone can really run their own CloudFoundry cluster on their own. Pivotal is also interested in making money, of course, and they provide like a more enterprisey version of CloudFoundry where they have like some special apps and additions to an open source CloudFoundry available. So this would then be a Pivotal CloudFoundry cluster.
And then they also have Pivotal Labs, which is kind of their consulting organization where they are training people on how to use the new platform, right? So Pivotal also offers like services and offers training for their customers in order to run and manage CloudFoundry clusters successfully. They also help you in writing the applications, right? Because whenever you shift your existing applications to a CloudFoundry cluster, you basically really need to rewrite them and re-architect them, because CloudFoundry is a perfect means for running, 12-factor applications. Everything is cloud native in there. Applications shouldn't really have a state. They should persist the state into RabbitMQ or to any database, and that's how CloudFoundry should be used. So I've never seen a customer running like huge JBosses on CloudFoundry. I don't really think that is possible, but it's really just deploying new stuff, new cloud native apps. Yeah, so it's not the lift and shift; it's more really architecture for the cloud, for cloud native, as you said.
Yeah, right.
And so besides Pivotal, which we mentioned many times, there's also other commercial offerings on top, which I believe Bluemix is a big one, right? IBM.
Yes. So IBM has its own offering in IBM Bluemix. So So what you get is also like a CloudFoundry cluster. They also have different offerings like Bluemix Dedicated, where you get your own cluster in their environment. But there's also Bluemix Local and like a Bluemix as a service, software as a service offering, where you just can push applications to their cluster. Yes.
So now if people and developers, hopefully most so, are using the new platform to develop software faster, more rapid, and deploying it out there, so what's the play of Dynatrace in the whole thing? What do we do, and why do we believe we are a superior solution to other monitoring products?
Yeah, I mean, when you deploy applications to microservices, to CloudFoundry, you are likely in the space of microservice architectures. And Dynatrace really helps you in monitoring microservice environments because, microservice environments have some special requirements for monitoring. One of the most important requirements is to do the tracing between microservice calls. So when you hit your microservice, the microservice most likely will call other services, and doing like the transaction tracing between all those microservices is something that is done by Dynatrace very, very well.
Yeah, through our PurePath technology, the real end-to-end tracing, yeah.
Yes, right. And, in microservice environments, you usually have like polyglot systems. Usually you have independent teams. They can decide on their own which technology to be used, right? So you have multiple teams writing their services in Java, but you might also have Node.js teams. For example, writing an API gateway Node.js is something we see pretty often, right?
Yeah.
And this it really helps you to have like most of the languages covered with a single vendor and helps you in tracing calls through different technologies.
Yeah, that's cool. Actually, that's a very good point because I know there's other solutions out there, obviously, but some of them just focus solely on certain technologies, and we have a very big technology breadth in what we cover.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
Right.
So, Alois, if somebody wants to find more about CloudFoundry and Dynatrace, what's the best way to get started? And is there a free trial that we can promote?
Yeah, so the best way to get started is to take a look at our website. So you will see immediately what is the value for you in monitoring microservice environments in CloudFoundry. And we also offer a free trial where you just can start monitoring and you get your own environment in our cluster and you can just start monitoring CloudFoundry. We have integration into the build packs, so this is important to know. So you can use the default build packs on GitHub, and which are also delivered in your cluster. And you just need to set up a Dynatrace service, add your credentials, and that's it.
Cool. So that sounds very easy. So Dynatrace.com, register for the SaaS-based free trial.
Yes.
And then just follow any other material that we have out there.
Yeah.
Check the GitHub build packs.
Yeah, and we also have a very nice help page that helps you with a step-by-step guidance on how to set up monitoring. It's really easy. You don't need to do that much. Just create a service, bind it to your app, restart the app. That's it. And
excuse me for my question now is coming because I'm not that familiar with CloudFoundry, but the CloudFoundry tile, there's a PCF tile.
Yes, right.
What is that about?
we partner with Pivotal, and Pivotal is like a very great company and has a very great offering in Pivotal CloudFoundry, and they also have a marketplace. It's called Pivotal Network.
Okay.
And what they also offer is they call them tiles, where you can get a Dynatrace tile as well, where you can easily configure your environment with Dynatrace. And it really helps you to bring monitoring to a Pivotal CloudFoundry.
So it's like I check a box and then I kind of have Dynatrace enabled.
Download the tile, add it to a cluster, configure your environment, click Save and apply changes, and you're good to go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. And this will be online soon.
Yeah, thank you, Andy.